This week on Your Favorite Christian, why is a priest reviewing a movie about strippers? What? What is up, everybody? This is Father Christian, and if you want something totally different on your YouTube circuit, yeah, hit that subscribe button below right now. So there is an incredible buzz right now about the movie Hustler, starring Cardi B, Constance Wu, and of course, J-Lo. But the real question is, why would a priest want to be talking about this movie? Or for that matter, even seeing the movie? Or for that matter, even preaching about said movie during his sermon? Oh my gosh, what's wrong with this guy? They're like gonna take away his collar or something. Okay, let's get something straight. First of all, when your wife is a fan of Constance Wu, Cardi B, and J-Lo, you're going to the movie no matter what, even if you're the Pope. Actually, the Pope wouldn't have a wife, so actually that joke wouldn't work. Well, for all of you who just don't watch movies at all, Hustlers is a movie that's in the theaters right now that is about New York strippers that go back and create a scam in order to be able to reap thousands and thousands of dollars from Wall Street clients. It is based on an article written in 2005 in the New York Magazine. The movie is actually getting Oscar buzz right now as Best Picture, and J-Lo herself, for the portrayal of Ramona, is also getting a potential nod for Best Actress. So in the movie, we see this group of dancers who are making tons of money working at this club from their Wall Street clientele. However, after the 2008 crash, the Wall Street guys don't have the money, so therefore they lose their jobs, and now they're off hawking t-shirts over at Blue Navy. So the leader of the pack, Ramona, played by J-Lo, she's like, yo, I'm not about to go hawk these t-shirts, all right? I'm about to think of something even better. So she gets the band together and they concoct this very detailed plan of how they're gonna lure some of their old clientele, the big hitters, in and rack up crazy amount of charges on their credit cards while these dudes are totally passed out drunk. So one of the big lines is, yo, these guys have been hustling us all along for our bodies. Why don't we hustle them now finally for their money? So things get a little deep when they add a little bit more craftiness to their skill set when they start drugging these dudes so they're totally passed out, so they get even more easy access to their credit cards. Look, this is not a spoiler alert, okay? If the article was written in 2008, it's based on a true story. I'm not ruining anything for you. So eventually, as it always happens, crime doesn't pay, and these girls end up getting pinched by the boys in blue. So why on earth would a priest even think about preaching about this movie? Because literally in Luke 16, Jesus has a parable about the dishonest manager that he's telling folks like, listen, you all need to go make moves like the dishonest people. Like you guys need to start hustling like those folks on the streets, but do it for the work of the good. It's like he's saying, yo, stop being goody two-shoes and thinking that doing good means you gotta be boring. He's looking out at this crowd of folks. He's saying, listen, you all can play it safe, not take any risks, but over there, see the hustlers on the street? Those are the ones who are making moves. So perhaps if we updated that parable today and we were using the Hustlers movie, Jesus, might say, listen, I'm not agreeing with everything that the ladies are doing over there, but I will say they're savvy, they're creative, they're innovative, they're scrappy, they're survivalists, they know how to take care of things, they're in a real tough place, in a real tough spot, and they work their way out of it. And what have you all been doing for the kingdom of good? And often in the church world, we just kind of play it safe, sort of like the Cleveland Browns' offense for the last 10 years. I'm a Cleveland Browns fan. Relax, okay? So this parable is awesome. It sort of wakens up this idea of when you do the power of good, you got to roll up your sleeves, you got to get creative. But so often the church is like, I don't know, we've done it this way for so many years. Let's just keep on doing it again and again and getting the same results. The girls in the movie had nothing. And they used their creativity and their savviness in order to get back on top and make their banks flowing with money again. Like all of this reminds me of my guy, Scott Harrison. All right, you all know Scott Harrison. If you don't, this dude was on top of New York. He was a huge nightclub promoter. He would get hired by MTV, about VH1, for throwing these huge parties. He was the guy. He had so much savviness, he had so much creativity and so much innovation in the club life. He could make any huge party come to life. And then it just all came crashing down. God has a way of doing that sometimes. He wants to just kick us out of the way. Oh, he'll do it. He'll bring the thunder. The thunder. Thunder. Feel the thunder. Okay, so Scott is like, yo, this is too crazy. I gotta change things up. I'm falling into sort of this spiritually destructive place. And he ends up on a mercy ship and he's out going towards Liberia. And when he's out in Liberia, he starts to see the firsthand effects of what it means to have dirty water. Water that's got bacteria and worms. And he comes back to the States. He's like, whoa, wait a minute. What if we start attacking the issue? The issue is not the sickness. The issue is the water. So what does a nightclub promoter do when he gets back into town? He wants to start a movement. You throw a party. So Scott uses all of his resources, uses all his savviness, all his creativity, everything they use in the nightclub world. He throws a big party, gets 700 folks together, and he says, yo, we're gonna do this and gonna charge some money at the door, and that money is gonna go towards fresh drinking water out in Liberia. Charity Water is founded. He's also a hustler, man. He likes to switch up the game. He's like, yo, people in my generation, they don't trust charities because they're using all this money for overhead. How about we do a new model where all of the money that goes towards overhead is in a separate checking account over here. But anyone who gives us money for charity water, all that money goes towards the water. Genius, flips the game up. Creativity, innovation, just riskiness, just going for it, turning things upside down. The dude was hustling. Fast forward 12 years, 1 million supporters later, $400 million raised, and 44,000 water projects in over 28 countries. And 10 million people are getting clean drinking water. Who says being good is boring? That doesn't happen for playing it safe. That takes courage, that takes risk, that takes creativity, that takes grittiness, that takes a hustle. So bring it, bring your hustle. You just think about all that passion you have for something, for some recreational thing, and I want you to bring that to the world of good. Make it exciting, make it adventurous, make it awesome, make it fun. All right, y'all, check out some more videos below about what it's like to make a huge life transformation, especially going into the world of good. And until then, I will see you next Monday, my sisters and brothers, here on Your Favorite Christian. Peace.